Hello. Hey.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hey, guys. Good to see you, ladies. How
It's
are
good
you?
to see you in this new International Women's Month.
I
Sarah, how are
know.
you?
I know. It's exciting. It's so exciting. We have such a great show planned for you guys. Thanks so much for being here for Brand Rewind Live. We have a special extended fun edition of today's show. I'm Denise Kegler coming to you from Boston, Massachusetts, and my company is MDK Brand Management.
Hello there. I'm Patia Abdur-Razak, and my company is the Stylista Group, and I'm coming to you live from Harlem, New York.
And hello, I am Barika Phillips Bell. I'm coming to you from Los Angeles, California, and my company is B3 Media Solutions.
We're all here. Gang's all here.
The gang's all back.
Gang's all back. Yes. So speaking of gangs all back, well, I don't know if that transition works, but you guys know, our regulars know, we always start the show with an acknowledgement of a special recognition, something happening or being recognized today, whether it's in this country or around the world. There were so many things going on today, so many observances, but my favorite one, ladies, oh my God. So today is Read Across America Day. And the reason it's today is because it's Dr. Seuss's birthday. Woohoo!
Wow.
Yes.
Who doesn't have a favorite Dr. Seuss book? I mean, Cat in the Hat. What's your favorite?
Cat in the Hat is definitely my favorite one. Yes.
No, well, I'm in the throes of actually reading it. So, so right now we're on Hop on Pop.
Okay, I don't remember that one. All right.
I don't know, what about green? Is it green eggs
Green
and ham?
eggs and ham. That's a good one too.
She's like, but Hop on Pop because it's actually about hopping on pop. She loves it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, Rika, you're taking me back like 20 something. She's
Hop and Pop.
That's her favorite.
Got it. Well, welcome everyone to the show. So we're excited about what we have planned for you today.
Hello, lots. I see a lot of our regulars here.
A lot of our regulars are already here. Good evening. Good evening.
Hey guys.
Well, Black History Month 2023 is over, but the Brand Rewind Live celebration of Black businesses continues throughout today's special edition episode. So today is the second day of Women's History Month, and we are celebrating with Black-owned women businesses. Patia, let's get to the celebration.
Yes, absolutely. So for those of you who follow us on social media, you've been seeing a lot of buzz and, we've been highlighting some amazing Black-owned and women-owned businesses. It just happens that they're both, right?
Right.
And so during today's episode, we're going to speak to these amazing ladies. And throughout the show, we're going to announce the winners of the wonderful gifts that they have donated. But before we do that, I just want to make sure that the audience, regulars and new people, you engage with us. So make sure that you put a lot of questions, comments, because there will be a section where you can ask our special guest questions. So don't be shy. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we are going to bring our guests on stage or to the screen and have them all introduce themselves, and then we're going to go into some individual questions, and then we will announce the winners as we go through the program. All right, Barika, so let us have our guests on the screen. Let's welcome these amazing ladies.
Yay.
Yay! You ladies, thank you so much. I know. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to talk with all of you. All right, so we're going to kick it off. 2 minutes. Tell us everything you want us to know about your amazing businesses. So starting off with Harriet from Harkis Designs.
Hi, everyone. My name is Harriet Zafoni. So I'm going to be very brief. I'm hoping that's brief. Anyway, it was 2008 and I'm Harriet Zafoni, born and raised in Uganda, but I've made America my home for the past 22 years, I think. So it was 2008 and the recession was hitting hard when I was put on leave with pay of 40%, keeping my health insurance. That's when I decided to take my sabbatical. I traveled Europe, Asia, and of course, Africa, because that's my favorite. While in Uganda, which is my home country, I started visiting markets, talking to all these women, creating these little pieces. And I was so intrigued with their skills. So I started having a deeper conversation that how can I really help them grow their business and have a wider, a wider audience with their products. So it hit me again. I said, I can really work with these women, improve on what they already have, while I, training them, giving them better skills, mainly making sure that they have a bigger audience. So I gave them the opportunity, giving them the opportunity to sell worldwide. So years later, Hakis was born. And from just little bags and little pieces of jewelry, we now have an array of products from jewelry to home and decor. We actually wholesale to over 100 small stores in the United States as well as Canada. Hakis has a nonprofit tie to it as well, where we give a small percentage that goes to Lend a Hand Uganda, a nonprofit organization that helps feed children in Uganda to help them stay in school. Actually, PT is one of the board members. Fast forward, we have a 5-year plan, and that is to sell to over 1,000 small stores worldwide as we tap into Europe and Asia as well. So I think that's it for me in a wrap. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. So today's giveaway, I'm doing a brass necklace, which is made. It's a link, and it will come with 2 bangles, and this is really one of our best sellers. So many women love it. You can have it forever and ever. Okay, it's not gold, but guess what? When you wear it, you're like $1 million gold lady.
Woo, that's a lot. That made me tired. Oh my God.
I was like, I believe her. And I know Halima. She's a singer from Uganda.
Oh, yes.
Her, and she's such a wonderful person. And I've always wanted to go to Uganda because she was the most like wonderful person that you could ever meet.
Yeah, Ugandans are friendly. We are really friendly. We Ugandans, we are very friendly. We embrace, we share. That's why, and I think in Africa we bring in the most. If a country has a struggle somewhere, Uganda brings in more of, like we did with Rwanda. We are doing with Syria. We are now doing with some other countries going through, a lot of problems. So Uganda is very welcoming, and we are friendly. We are a little crazy, but we are good people.
Who's not?
That's awesome.
Marika, guess what? I owe Harriet a trip to Uganda. I almost went last year, so maybe we can organize.
No, we should
go together.
No, we should
rewind.
Yes, Brand Rewind.
Let's do it. I got my passport. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's make it happen. Let's go.
That would be amazing. Thank you, Harriet.
Thank you,
Tammy.
Ladies.
Thank you, Harriet.
Tammy, you're up next. Tell us about Imena.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tammy C. I'm the owner of Imena Inc. We're a hair and beauty business based in New York City. And within Imena, I run a beauty membership. So it's a hair care, self-care membership. So clients sign up, they pay one price for the month, and then they can choose from 4 different types of hairstyles to get all of their hair care services taken care of. Pati is one of our members, so she invited me to be a part of this. And it's really great because when I started the business back in 2008, I wanted a way for women in particular, but we do have some men clients, but women in particular to come to a place to feel good about themselves, to get the services they needed and wanted, and they wouldn't have to worry about how much it costs. Or also like sometimes when you go to the salon one day, it's a different price than it was last time, or you want to add this on, and it's a different price. So I wanted to just strip away some of the conversations about money and really focus on what do you want, what do you need for your hair so that you can look and feel beautiful. So that's what I do with Imena, and we're located on 59th Street between Park and Lexington. A little bit about me. I grew up in New York City. I am a Harlem baby, and I got my bachelor's from CUNY and my master's from Hunter College in social work. So it's really a great blend of the social work skills and doing a business of service where you're helping people to feel good about themselves. I also have a 5-year-old son, and he's great. And yeah, so I'm glad to be a part of this and look forward to the conversation. My giveaway is going to be a beauty box. So it's going to come with all 4 of our signature products, shampoo, conditioner, twisting cream, and a hair oil. and then some nice little treats like a large tooth comb and some paddle brushes and hair scarves, the whole thing. So, you can go to bed looking nice and wake up looking nice.
And her products
awesome.
smell
Thank you for
amazing.
having
Like
me.
they're so good you want to eat them, but don't eat them. Just put them in your hand.
Please don't eat them.
Please don't eat them. Okay, Velvet, you're up next. You're muted, Velvet.
You're muted.
Of course, I'm muted. Of course. Because I live in New York City, so you got to mute all the time. And I don't know when a car is going to drive by or horns are going to horn. You just don't know. Dogs are going to bark. Something will happen every time I'm on a meeting or a Zoom. Anyway, hi, everybody. I'm Velvet Lattimore of Bedazzling Accessories. I am an online e-commerce boutique where I showcase amazing, unique pieces. I focus primarily on accessories that are handcrafted by artists of color. So I source and I resell all of these gems on my e-commerce website. And I have some of the earrings tonight that are featured in the gift giveaway. These are the earrings featured today. So they're the exciting earrings.
Nice.
So they look heavy, but they're really light. So whoever wins them, they're going to get they're going to get something really special to wear and not wear your earlobes down. So it's really spectacular. I'm also featured on Amazon in the Black business section under the Black Business Accelerator program that I am now a part of, which has been fabulous. So you can also find my products on Amazon. And I'm on WhatsApp. So you can find me everywhere. Just Google me. I'm everywhere. So, yes. Bedazzling Accessories.
Thank you for being here, Velvet.
Thank you for having me.
Right? Everybody's
Thank
just so
you.
busy. I love it.
I know everybody knows.
Okay,
Amazing.
moving on to fabulous handbags.
Yes.
Lizelle, you are up next. Tell us all about Lizelle Kiss.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lacelle Kiss. I'm the owner and founder of Lacelle Kiss Handbags. My handbags just today have been released in Nordstrom, New York City store. We're in 15 doors across the U.S. in Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, as well as Bergdorf in New York City. And well, they only have one Bergdorf in New York, but you know what I'm trying to say. They have different cities where we're in Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom's, Atlanta, Chicago, Miami, which is my favorite, my hometown, Miami. So yeah, it's just been a wonderful dream to create beautiful handbags. The reason why I got started is that here's a real story. I'm a huge fan, or was a huge fan, of Henry Bendel. When they closed in 2018, my heart sank because I was the one spending the most money probably there and giving all the bags to my friends. Like, oh, you want? Here's a bag. But what happened was when they shut down, I actually went to literally Bergdorf Goodman to find a new designer, like a new style that I felt like, it doesn't matter what the price was, but I was looking for a design that I felt like could be me, and I couldn't find that. And I was like, wait, okay, I have a degree. I'm at Parsons. I'm a Parsons graduate. This is my job. I need to do something about it, right? So I decided to create luxury handbags that were very feminine and fun. Because I feel like that's missing. Most bags are really plain and they're not like interesting. And then or if there are, they're really expensive, like $2,000 and up. So my handbags are well priced at $450, $350, $250, and maybe the highest we have a $650 or $695 for a crystallized, crazy Italian crystal heart bag. But we don't go that crazy. The average price is like $350, $400, because I want us to get bags that are still luxuriously made, because my handbags are made in Italy, but also well designed and just makes sense, So that's why I'm here. I just want to create pretty bags for the world. I feel that was missing, and I'm just really excited to represent luxury, Black woman-owned luxury in these big retailer chains that, we're just breaking history, and we're really excited to, make history, Women's History Month at Lacelle.
I know. It's
Wow.
amazing. And
Yeah.
funny story, Lizelle and I met on LinkedIn during the pandemic. Like she reached out to me randomly, right? And then I bought a bag, and then she realized I lived in New York, and she's like, "Wait a minute, we have to meet in person, right? You remember that?" And that was right before you got into Bergdorf. So
Yeah.
online
No.
networking does work.
I'm seeing this crushed silver bag that's over on the side though that I am also in love
Yes.
with.
Got your eyes on it.
I've
They're
got my eyes
all
on
But
that one.
sometimes it's only one.
amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And now, last but by no means the least, the fabulous Miss Vera Moore. Vera, you're up next.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I sincerely appreciate it. My name is Vera Moore, President and CEO of Vera Moore Cosmetics. My company is 40 years young, and we distribute cosmetics nationally throughout the United States and eventually into the international market. I had no idea I was going to be an entrepreneur. Really, you're supposed to have a plan. I didn't have a plan. I wanted to be an actress. And I had an opportunity, going fast forward to after several soap operas and Broadway shows, had an opportunity to get on Another World, the first major contract for a Black woman on Another World. Mm-hmm. And there was a void in the market. There was no diversity, no inclusion, and they were just putting on whatever they had. And I wanted to target, now, I talk about people of color and Black women, but I wanted to target the pitch Black woman. And that was the reason why I did Vera Moore Cosmetics, because in addition to not having a color that made you gray and ashy, the self-esteem was so low. So that was the genesis of Vera Moore Cosmetics, not only to make a line, but to empower women to know that they were beautiful. I mean, this thing now, which is great, about you're more than enough, and you are. But I knew that in 1979 when I started. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vera. Every time I hear that story, I've heard it a million times, but I still get chills.
Yeah.
No,
it still resonates
beautiful.
today, right? So many years later, it's still very relatable.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing, you guys.
Well, thank you guys so much for those introductions and sharing your stories. And we do have questions for each of your business. And after we have the answer, we'll announce the winner of the free gift from that business. So, Harriet, you're up first. Hi. And my question is, I loved hearing about, why you created it, but what does it actually mean to the artisans that you are working with? Like, what is the ability to have their pieces and their products out beyond, their home out here in the world? And also, how did it help support the purchases of Linda a Hand Uganda?
Yeah, that's great. Those are really good questions. So for the women who create, we have women. We started with women until we realized that we didn't want to leave the men out, because then the abuse became a little bit harsh at home. So we have a few men, I think 15% out of 100 are men. So with the women, really the what Hackis does for them is creating this market. So they're able to feed their children, put food on their family tables. And most importantly, they don't have to take the abuse, which normally happens in the homes when a woman is not working and it's only the man who brings in the bread and butter. It becomes, there's an abusive trend, especially in Black communities. And I'm talking about Africa. So that Hackis has really been part of that change of empowering that woman to stand on her feet and to be heard, to be seen, and be also, held responsible for her family in so many different ways. As far as Lend a Hand Uganda, this is something I created out of love for my country, for my people, and seeing so much poverty and seeing so much the underprivileged children going to school and not having, a lunch. So how do you really retain anything on an empty stomach? So Hackis Designs percentage really helps. Although we have many donors that help us really carry this through, our 5% goes a long way to fill the gap when there isn't enough donations coming in.
Hmm. So I have a quick question. What do you know? What is your geographic breakdown as far as your sales, like from the U.S. and other countries? How does that?
Yeah. So the US, of course, is our major. Yeah, I just had a meeting at around 6 o'clock, 5:30 this evening with one of my major clients in Texas, who is also my sort of advisor. And it's within the US, it's actually 95%. 95% come from the US. Canada, we have about maybe 10 accounts. We just started getting into Paris. We've just got into Germany, and of course, we're in Australia and we're in England. So the percentage for Europe is still very, very small, but our goal is to really grow that next year, where we are going to be able to do the trade show in Paris and another trade show in Berlin. I think that's when we are going to bring in more awareness and people to see, touch, and be able to buy more of our product versus the United States. Although the US is our major pivot point for the company. This is where I created it, and I think at the end of the day, if it's to end, this is where it's going to end. So
Yeah, no, that sounds great. I was going to ask you about what you were doing to increase awareness and visibility in the other countries. So you mentioned the trade shows, which is great marketing.
right, it is. It's the best. It's like very expensive, but it's the best because you are attracting so many people that you would never ever think of knowing, meeting, or even talking to, even them visiting your website. So yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. On the topic of websites, I'm looking at some of the comments, and several people are asking for website addresses. So, ladies, if you want to share. So, Harriet, your website address is
www, of course, Harkis. That's harkisdesigns.com. That's HAR. Let me type, actually. I think, right? It's better.
HARKISS designs.
Yeah, designs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Harkisdesigns.com.
Yeah, that's our retail website. We are like only 30% retailers. We are major wholesalers. So 70% of our sales are from wholesale.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's big.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. So Tammy C, I have a question for you, Tammy C. So you probably know, or maybe you don't know, hair. We talk a lot about hair on this show. I mean, Tia and Barika and I could spend the entire show talking about hair. And so, so just something, and I'm not sure if you mentioned this in your introduction, but there's so much more to you that you may not have mentioned. So, in addition to running your own care company, you're also the writer and director of the short film Beautiful. Yes, that's awesome. Congratulations. It's a documentary, a film that explores social and mental health effects of choosing to wear natural hair.
Yes.
So natural hair, yes, big discussion we have on this show. And you probably are aware of some research, but I was reading a research study because I came from corporate. I spent more than 20 years in corporate, and how I wore my hair was a conversation I was always having inside my own head. And so I was reading recently a research study published in the Social, Psychological, and Personality Science Journal that suggested, I'm going to quote this because I was like, what? Black women with natural hairstyles, such as curly afros, braids, or twists, are often perceived as less professional than Black women with straightened hair.
Mm-hmm.
So, probably no surprise to you. It's infuriating that this is even part of what people said in a research study. So, what should Black women say or do, if anything, when they choose to go to the office wearing their natural hair? What should they say if somebody says something to them? Say a white colleague says something to them. How should they react to that? How should they respond to that?
Well, I always say the office is not the world, right? So how you would react to someone asking you that in the world is going to be different to how you react with someone asking you in the office.
Yep, good
In
point.
the office, there's always politics at play,
Yes,
right? So you have to know your environment. If you work at a place where you can be candid and honest and, that's great. But there's so many people, especially if you work in a corporate setting, where that may not be the case.
Mm,
So it depends because there's so much riding on your decision, right?
yeah.
You don't want to not be true to yourself, right? But if you say something and you may interrupt a promotion,
Yeah.
like those are the real consequences of things like that. So I think first you have to ask yourself, why are you in this job, right? Does it still serve the person that you want to be? And if not, maybe you play the game until you're able to remove yourself from that setting so that you can be more of your authentic self. um, but if you are able to be your authentic self in
Mhm.
that setting, then that's great.
Yeah.
There's no clear cut answer, and that's what my research when I was doing the film um, taught me. I mean, not that I knew that already, but it
Yeah.
was nice to know that it was common. It wasn't, it wasn't something that was out of the norm. It was very common for the women that I talked to that were in corporate settings
Mhm.
to do and say things regarding their hair that was in alignment with their goals. So if
Yeah.
your goal is to make partners somewhere, maybe for you it is a better option to toe the line and until you get into that position that you want. But for some people that's just not their personality,
Yeah.
and they're not going to do that. Um, and maybe you are the type of person that wants to take the chance to just wear your hair the way you want and let your work shine and speak for itself and the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
That might be an easier decision to make if you're a single person, right? That's a harder decision to make maybe if you have children or you're about to have a child that's about to go off to college, and you need to pay their tuition.
Yes.
So the decision is not just based on hair alone or what you want alone. It's based on your overall
Yeah.
situation and
Yeah.
what you're willing to possibly lose, uh, by taking a stand and standing in your truth. You
Yeah.
know, taking the stand is always worth it internally, but there are external factors at play, with life, and you have to take that into consideration as well. The good news is that these days, when I did the film, it was 2012, I
Mm,
think. Was it 2012, 2011? So even in that relatively short amount of time, there's been a lot of progress made as
mm,
far as inclusion and, you know, um, people just being more accepting of different looks in general, especially Black women and Black hair.
mhm.
So you may not have as much of a fight now as you did in 2012, or definitely not as much as you did in 1960, right?
Mhm.
So everything is relative, and a person has to look at themselves and say, what do I want for my life, and what am I willing to give up or sacrifice to make that happen? And that answer is different for everybody. What
Yeah.
we try to do at Imena is just encourage you and support you in whatever decision you make. So if you decide to wear your hair straight, then how can we maintain the health of your hair? If you decide to wear it natural, how do we need to support you in wearing it natural? Whether it's giving
Right.
you different styles and choices, or just reminding you that you look beautiful that way as well. So it's really about, and I think that's where the social work background comes in, you know,
Mhm.
knowing how to meet people where they are and really focus in on what they want for themselves and not having them feel bad about it. Um,
Tammy, I have to show this. This is the Imena method.
yes,
Um,
Margaret,
we
yes.
wanted to make sure that was a part of the show, so that
No, it's
way.
you
Thank
know,
you. Thank you
and
for showing it.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you
I wrote
mentioned
that book because there were so many, not just people in general, but stylists also who didn't know how to care for natural hair. So that book really takes you through the gamut, from detangling, shampooing, blow drying, twisting, locking. Like it gives detailed, you know, tips and tricks and steps on how to get it done and how to get it done every time the right way, so that you know how to do things on purpose. And so that's really cool. And thank you for showing it.
No problem.
No, that's great.
So
Go back to
yeah, we're gonna go back to the
I got
winners.
so sorry, Marika. I got so excited about asking my
It's okay. I was like, we didn't get to give away the winners. We're getting questions of like who won.
I was so excited.
So let's go back and actually announce the winner of Harkus Design, that beautiful necklace that she showcased. And the winner is, drum roll, Sandra Brown. Sandra Brown, you are our first Brand Rewind Live winner, and you will be connected with Harriet, who will send you that lovely, lovely necklace. Thank you, Sandra, for being a subscriber.
But in order to get the necklace, Sandra, you have to send us an email at brandrewind@gmail.com, and you have to identify yourself, and you have to send your phone number and your email address and your physical address so that the necklace can be mailed to you. So don't forget that part, because right now we have no way of physically getting it to you. So please remember to do that. Hopefully you're watching.
Yes,
absolutely.
Well, that's let's hope so.
So now it's time for your winner.
Yes,
my Tammy C.
Get us back on. So Parika's getting us back on track. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Parika. You know, because I mentioned how we talk about hair a lot on the show. One of the things I did want to say quickly, the Crown Act, right, Tammy? So we talk about we have talked among us, the Parika and Petit and I, about the Crown Act, and that's I don't know how many states. Was it 26 states? Maybe
I think it was 26 states. I think we were researching that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good start, but you know, like any law, it's hard to put into practice. And also, you know, they don't always tell you, well, they never tell you it's because of your hair.
Yeah.
You know, it's always, you know, something else. There's always something else.
Well, it's, you know, it's funny because, well, not how funny, but interesting. So I grew up in corporate. I say I grew up in corporate. And so I have my hair straightened now, but these women, but Marika and Patino, I rarely straighten my hair, but because in corporate, I always straightened it. To your point, Tammy, I never wore my hair naturally curly because of the exact reasons you talked about. So I was always afraid to wear my natural hair. And for 20 something years, I rarely did that. I did it like this. And now I rarely do this, But
times are changing.
Yeah, thank you for what you do to empower Black women to feel comfortable wearing their hair naturally, wearing it straight, whatever they want to do, So on that note, so my winner, I'm announcing the second winner of the Brand Rewind Live Black History Month promotion is drum roll. Oh, we got a phone ringing drum roll.
That was perfect.
It was. It was. So the winner, Tammy, of your fabulous gift is Desiree McNeil. Woo, Desiree.
Woo, Desiree McNeil.
Desiree, make sure you send in your info, girl, so I can send you this stuff.
Yes, Desiree. Make sure you send in your information so we can get that, so Tammy C can get that box out to you. Thank you again, Tammy C. It's fabulous. And thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Okay, moving right along. Velvet, you're next up on the hot seat. So I've known you for a while, right? And when we first met, Bedazzling Accessories was actually not an e-commerce business. There was a beautiful location in Dumbo once upon a time, back in the day, right?
Yes.
And then you made the transition to being strictly online. Do you want to kind of like walk us through what made you make that decision and all of the opportunities? You mentioned some of them in the beginning that have happened for you in your business since then.
Well, I decided to branch out and transition into an e-commerce based store, just simply because times were changing. My lease was up, and I just was not sure if I wanted to go into another lease. The price was going up, and I just saw, like, you know what, the future is online. And at first it was a little scary. I think I contacted you a lot because I didn't know how to navigate my business or find customers online because I was relying on the foot traffic of the store. But once I started to learn and educate myself, and also get training through you, Patia, and others, I really realized how much fun it could be online. And it's opened the doors to be global. Now I'm on Amazon, as I told you, where you can find me and purchase my products there. I'm on Afterpay. I have so many other avenues that allow people to come and find me. WhatsApp. So I'm no longer afraid like I was before. It was terrifying going from a physical storefront to just being at online. I thought, oh my goodness, are people going to find me? And then also, it's in the beginning, you're like, oh, okay, so I'm home now. What do I do? See, and it's also navigating that and prioritizing your time so that now I'm always busy. So I'm at home, but I'm busy, busy, busy because I learned how to make the best of each moment of the day. So it's been really wonderful being online. Or now I can talk to you guys. If I was at the store, I would be chained to the store. I wouldn't be able to do this. I would actually still be at the store at this time. So it's given me more freedom. Traditional brick and mortars are fantastic. And there are still those amazing boutiques that are out there. But I do see that there's just so much more global things happening with you being online and being attainable online. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be still relevant in these internet streets.
Right. Amazing. And you have to tell me more about this WhatsApp shop. I actually saw that today and I was like, maybe
yes.
No, shops are you can shop on WhatsApp. I'm down for that. I love it. I love
Yes.
it.
I know that.
Yes. And these are the things that I was saying, like, I think when I was in the store, I was so segmented to the store that I wasn't able to go out and network and talk to others and hear about what's going on. And there's so many, now I'm on TikTok and I'm getting followers through TikTok, Instagram, and now WhatsApp. And as maybe you don't know, but WhatsApp is now owned by Facebook and Instagram. And so if you are with Shopify, it's very easy to integrate your website into WhatsApp. And then you can market to your customers through the WhatsApp link. So a lot of people who are international, and I'm sure Harriet will know, like if you want to talk to your friends in Uganda or maybe even in Miami, you can just go on WhatsApp. It's free and it's nonstop. So you can promote your business through WhatsApp to someone in Uganda, to someone in Kenya, to someone in Florida, all over. And it's just so much cooler. So the catalog that you see if you go into my WhatsApp page is actually all the products from my actual website because it's an integratable app. So it integrates with my Shopify. So everything I post on my Shopify is found through WhatsApp. So you don't even, I really didn't even have to do much uploading and stuff because it integrated and everything.
Just made the connection. That's amazing.
Yes.
I love it.
And here's a fun fact. Thank you to Patia because she's so darling. I have an amazing intern, and my intern is the one who told me why. And she is 24 years old, and she said to me, Miss Velvet, why aren't? First of all, I hate when she says Miss Velvet because I'm like, stop doing that. I'm Velvet, okay? I'm the cool auntie. You don't have to say Miss Velvet. So she said, everyone's on WhatsApp. Why aren't you on WhatsApp? And I said, I can get on WhatsApp. I didn't think about WhatsApp because I do talk to people, all around through WhatsApp, but I never thought like about making sales. And she's like, yeah, I buy my Shein clothing on, I didn't mean to announce them, but she was saying that she buys her clothes through WhatsApp off this website. And she showed me, and then she literally helped me. This 24-year-old, this amazing intern, she showed me what to do. And then the rest is history. I was able to, go on Meta on Facebook and set it up and they do the whole launching for you. So it's really, really easy. And I encourage you ladies and all the other business owners to look into that opportunity too, especially if you're on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah,
they're all together. They're owned by Meta owns them. So
and you can get tons of reviews. That's what I tell companies. Like you get your reviews. Like if give a 20% off, a 30% off coupon, and get a review like right then on the spot. If you're trying to get your
that makes total sense.
It works perfectly.
And it goes directly to your shopping cart. Like you said, like, so it's like no brainer. Like you're on WhatsApp. talking to your friends, and then like my picture comes across your status, like everyone else's, you know, who's drinking a martini or hanging out. Now you can see these fabulous, you know, earrings that someone's gonna probably
That's
want,
someone's
right?
gonna
And exactly
That was the
come across
perfect
your
segue.
WhatsApp.
Perfect segue. Perfect.
Perfect
I mean,
segue. On that
brilliant,
note,
right?
the winner of those amazing earrings, drum roll, Maria Figueroa. Maria,
Maria, woo!
please send an email to brandrewind@gmail.com so we can get your information so that Velvet can mail those amazing earrings to you.
And follow me on WhatsApp.
And follow her on WhatsApp.
Well, I tell you, I learned something because I did not know what you just said about WhatsApp. I did not.
No, I love WhatsApp because brands need reviews.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times I'm like, are you on WhatsApp? Because I buy wigs on WhatsApp. I buy all kinds of things. Yes. Oh yes. Love
Wow.
you. Like, oh yes.
I did not know that.
WhatsApp.
And
Like,
my
'cause they,
intern, she also showed me that you can. So WhatsApp is also connected to. I don't know if you guys are on Grubhub, and you can order your food on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and DoorDash too.
And DoorDash, yes. I've done it on DoorDash.
WhatsApp.
Not Grubhub.
Yeah. All of this is on WhatsApp, right? So people aren't just like, people are not just corresponding and saying, hey, Denise, how you doing? You know, because you're in Boston and I'm in New York or whatever. It's people are like literally buying. So that's a segment that you guys should be marketing reaching as a business owner, because there's some money on the table there.
There's some money out there.
And, you know, we shouldn't be leaving money on the table.
No.
So now I would love to bring up that gold bag and that silver bag. No, I'm just
Bring them down. They're coming on down.
Come on down. I'm just gonna put your information in there. So if anyone, we did have a question. Someone asked if you were in Los Angeles, and I echoed that sentiment because I didn't know if you were there, but I know you're online. But you are actually in Los Angeles, and so if anybody's out there, y'all want to go shopping, yes. It's
we're
totally
in Los Angeles,
possible.
Nordstrom.
Topanga Nordstrom and Fashion Island Nordstrom. So hit that up. So my question for you, LaSalle, is I was on your website and just kind of like looking around, thinking of my shopping list. And I really wanted to know, you said that your greatest motivation is inspiring people to reach their potential and experience every fiber of life. What does that mean to you? And how is LaSalle Kiss an embodiment of that for you?
Yeah, thanks for asking me that. So the reason why I say that is that 10 years, this has been a 10-year journey. And 10 years ago, actually 11 years ago in 2012, I had a dream that I'm going to be a top American designer. And I was like, I'm going to do it. That's it, period. I left my full-time, went part-time. I made my own curriculum at home part-time. Didn't even know how to draw yet. Went on YouTube. The older YouTube back then. And I just started to teach myself everything I could of design and fashion. And I just knew I was going to get into Parsons. Told my friends would go to Parsons. They said, did you get in? Did you apply? I'm like, not yet. I'm going to get in. I applied. I did get in, build a lot of visualizations, a lot of belief, a lot of prayer that I'll get into Parsons. I'm going to leave Miami to go to New York. It was a crazy dream. And what happens that I told very few people. And when I got in, I told maybe one person when I was leaving, which was 2 months after I got in, because no one will believe I'll leave in 2 months. So I left, went from hot Miami to cold New York. Big struggle to make it here, right? Make it here, make it anywhere. Big struggle, hard to keep friends, make friends. They're all moving away. We meet cool people in New York if you guys been here. So it's like, it was very tough. And so what happens, I really got into personal development. And then I was like, wait, if I was able to do this and I'm in Parsons, I'm living the dream as a up and coming designer, I need to write a book about it. So I actually wrote a book called Conquer Thy Queendom. It's on Amazon, The Millennial Woman Conquer Thy Queendom. You can look me up, LaSalle Kiss. And it actually talks about how to find your passion and actually have the guts to do it. It has a lot of entrepreneurial worksheets and all that stuff, because I just felt like that's how I was able to get to that point, from like leaping of faith from like one city to the next and surviving and making it. So that's where, to answer your question, like I really believe in experiencing every fiber of life. Like it's my one life, right? It's the life that I have. Why can't I go to the very top? And to be at the top, I cannot be by myself. So I want to have other people experience that whatever dream they have in their heart, no matter how crazy or big. Like I literally was, before working at a rental car company, washing and driving cars in 2012, to seeing myself in New York City being a top American designer, and I'm here doing it. And because I'm here, I really believe that anyone can do that based on their dream and their goals, whatever they have in their mind, as long as they don't give up. So it took me 10 years, and I'm here. And now I have pretty bags, because I want everyone to have pretty bags. But these are bags that just prove the fact that dreams can come true. That's actually one of our ethos, that we believe that dreams can come true at Les Elkis.
Wow.
That is so inspiring. Like, that is so dope. I love that.
Oh,
I'm so glad.
That chills.
I know it struck me when I read it. I was just like, I know I need to ask her about that, because that was super, and that was inspiring.
Thank you. I'm an onion. Takes a while.
What's the name of the book again?
It's called Thy Queendom Come.
Thy Queendom? Thy Queendom.
Wait. Sorry. Not Thy Queendom Come. That's another thing I have. I'm actually not kidding. I had so many things I created. I actually made a course. I totally forgot I made it. My friend's like, "Did you make a course?" I'm like, "I did." I look at my Google Drive, was like all these audios. I'm like, crap. So Thy Queendom Comes, like another course I created as a Christian course to help women find their It's funny, I never talked about this before, by the way, but I created another course called Thy Queendom Come to help Christian women find their why, but like through God's desires. I feel like we can all manifest and create whatever we want, but sometimes it's nice to ask God and make sure it's the right path. So I created that, but my book is called Conquer Thy Queendom, and that's on Amazon. So easily you can find The Millennial Woman, Les Elkis. You'll find the book on Amazon. And then the course is somewhere hidden. If you really want that, let me know. I'll send you a link. You can probably find it on my Instagram link, but it's just something else I did.
Awesome. Congratulations. It's awesome. It's wonderful. Okay. Nice comment there.
By the way, I forgot to say. So this is the silver one. I know you want to see the silver
Pop
one.
Research. Just want to say, oh my God, thanks for this, ladies. I'm so inspired by all of your stories. We are too, Pop Research. We are too.
I know. This has been awesome. So it's that time again, y'all. It's time for another winner. So we do have this beautiful, lovely corn purse that is from Les Elkis. And the winner of that is, drum roll, Fergus Rubel. And I hope that I'm saying that right. Fergus Rubel, please, you are the winner of this lovely coin purse. Please make sure that you send an email to brandrewind@gmail.com with your phone number, mailing address, and your free gift from Les Elkis will be sent to you. Just make sure that you have in the subject line BHM Celebration Les Elkis.
Absolutely. Yay. Okay. And now we move on to the fabulous Vera Moore. I'm just teasing you, Vera. Okay, Vera. So, Vera Moore Cosmetics, 40 plus years, right? That's a really, really long time. Before we go any further, big congratulations. Something special just happened. You just got nominated for, is it the Legacy Award?
Yes, I'm the recipient of the Legacy Award.
Not nominated, recipient. The Legacy Award, right? From Black Enterprise. There we go. Yay.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Such great stuff. So Vera, 40 plus years later, what would you tell all of us, because our businesses are a lot younger, right? Like your top 3 tips for having a business that would stand the test of time, that is able to evolve and remain competitive.
Well, thank you very much, ladies. But you know what? I know this is going to sound very simplistic, but I always stayed in my own lane. I didn't try to do what other companies did. I knew my my boundaries, and I stayed in my lane, and I knew my market, and I knew my customer, and I catered to my customer. I valued my customer. That's how I grew my brand. Because when you are not in the room and they speak about you and they sponsor you and they mentor you, then you really have a brand. And that's what I did. And I didn't go with every trend that was out there, because trend only lasts a certain period of time. I didn't try to do everything. We're not a major big company. And this is how we survived. And now we thrive. And then, I took some advice of Patia's. Patia says, Vera, why aren't you out there talking? And I speak now.
Right.
I do. I loved it. I just didn't want to be going all over the place. But now I do it. I'm a motivational speaker. And I'm enjoying that very much. I'm doing my book, which I've been doing for a while, but I'm doing my book this year. And also, like, I forget her name. I wrote it down. Harriet. I've embraced the unfamiliar. I just came back from Bogota, Colombia. And we're doing something, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, we're doing something with women over there. I met a lot of victims, that have been, relatives have been killed, raped, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Talented women. So we're going to do a collaboration with them. And I was there for about a week and a half. So that's on my agenda, to continue to share, to love. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I enjoy sharing my knowledge. I enjoy sharing what I've been taught. Teach what you've been taught. So that's what I'm doing. And that's why we're still here and we're thriving.
That's awesome. Great advice.
Yeah.
Great advice. Thank you.
I do have to make sure that everybody has Vera Moore Cosmetics website, so that you more than welcome to go to the website and find out more about her products and more about her journey. But Patia, if you don't mind,
yes,
can I flash this?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, really.
This is Miss Vera Moore.
Yes, incredible. Where did you find that?
Patia's good. She's good.
She's excellent. She's excellent.
She finds everything.
Yeah.
And so we just had to flash that.
Thank you.
Yes, I love especially the magazine cover. That's my favorite picture of Vera always.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's iconic.
It is iconic. It is.
That's a good word.
Yes. Okay, so that time once again, and so this evening, the winner of Vera's skincare products, because one of the things that Vera, her mantra is, right, we don't cover up pimples and things, we take care of our skin. So it's more than just makeup. There's an awesome skincare line to get your skin healthy first, and then you put the makeup on.
Well, our mantra is skincare, because when you say foundation, most ladies always think of a foundation.
Right.
But skincare is your foundation. Makeup is an accessory.
There you go. There you go.
I've never thought about it. I've never thought about it like that. That's
okay, so we're going to start with the basics in terms of Vera's giveaway, and it's going to be skincare. And so the winner tonight is Viola Rules Gaming, I believe.
Viola Rules Gaming.
Yay! So Viola, please send us an email at brandrewind@gmail.com with all of your information. If you have a specific type of skin, like oily combination, whatever, please let us know that, because Vera has products specifically tailored for whatever kind of skin situation you have going on. Okay, so just make sure that you let us know when you send that email. Okay, so ladies, thank you so much for being here. Okay, do we have a few questions from the audience really quickly before we close up shop? I know
while we're doing one more, and then we'll see if some questions come in while we have our last winner,
and then we should do a recap of all the winners just to make sure.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's a good idea. And you know what? We can post all of the winners in the Brand Rewind Facebook on the page and in the group.
Absolutely. That makes sense.
Page and a group. So our final winner tonight. So let me just say, all the winners so far, the 5 winners, were part of our Black History Month promotion, and we were honoring or awarding people who signed up to our YouTube channel during Black History Month.
Right.
During Black History Month. Now what we're doing is, so many of you have been our regulars since we started the show a year ago. We've had so many of you be with us for almost every show.
Every show. Yep.
Almost every show. We love talking to you. Many of you are on now. So we love it. And so we didn't want to forget about you guys. We want to award you something as well. So Patia and Barika and I got together and we said, what can we give somebody who's been with us for the past year something special? And we said, you know what? We're going to give a complimentary social media audit. So the three of us are giving one winner, who I'm going to announce in a moment, a social media audit. It could be of your business, your personal page, or your personal world, your website, your LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. You pick it, and we will spend time helping you understand what's working, what's not working, what you can do to beef it up, anything. You just get us. You pick our brain. You get us for a certain period of time. All right. So drum roll, yay. The winner of that social media audit is one of our regulars, Cheryl at Strategic Insights Marketing.
Yes. Are you ready, Cheryl?
Thanks, Cheryl.
I hope she is.
Yes, I don't see her here today, which
Of
is
course,
funny.
the one day.
I know the one day that we do it.
Every day Cheryl has been here.
Right. Except for today, but that's fine. That's
Yes,
fine.
that's
Well,
fine.
thank
though.
you, Fawn. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll get in touch with Cheryl because she has been so engaged, as we all know, throughout this past year. So thank you. We wish we could give a gift to everyone who's been here for the past year. One day.
One day. It'll be like Oprah. You get a car. And you get a car. You get a car. Everyone's getting cars.
Man, that would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice.
So just to do a recap of all of our winners, Sandra Brown, thank you so much for all being a part of Brand Rewind. We appreciate you. And you were the winner of Harriet from Harkis Designs. Desiree, thank you so much. And you are the winner of Tammy Imina Inc. Maria Figueroa, thank you so much. You are the winner of the beautiful, the dazzling accessory earrings. And Ferduous Conrubel, you are the winner of the beautiful coin purse from Lisselle Kiss. And lastly, Viola Rules Gaming, you will be receiving Veramore Cosmetics and that kit of that. And Cheryl, you, of course, are the Brand Rewind regular winner. Thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations. So I don't see any questions. I think we kind of answered all of the audience questions as we went along. We were really efficient tonight. Last chance to ask questions, you guys, and then we're going to wrap things up. I don't see any questions.
No, I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that wraps up today's show. I want to thank all of the lovely ladies that are here today. I do want to flash their information again. We have Harriet from Harkis Designs. Her website is there. Next, we have Tammy, who is from Imina. Thank you so much, Tammy, for being here today. Next, we have the beautiful Velvet, who is here from the Dazzling Accessories. Next, we have Lisselle Kiss. There's Lisselle. Lisselle, come on now. I'm coming. I'll buy it. God.
She's teasing you, Barika. She's teasing you.
Teasing me. I know. But last and certainly not least, we have the illustrious Vera Moore from Vera Moore Cosmetics. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And if you're not already doing so, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Brand Rewind. You can also go to brandrewind.com and sign up for our bi-weekly newsletter. So in addition to these shows, we also publish bi-weekly newsletters with completely different topics and spins and interesting stuff. So hopefully you will become a permanent part of the Brand Rewind family.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being
And be sure to mark your calendars for the next Brand Rewind Live, which is Thursday, March 16th at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. Until then, Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you for being
everyone.
here.